This is the USA Network.
Haven't another log.
You sure did.
Gavin, how can we be so sure that Mrs. Arnold isn't going to call the police, especially when she sees Benny? I don't think I've ever seen anybody sleep so soundly.
Somehow I don't think Benny was used to drinking wine.
I don't know why we're laughing. I mean, we are in a lot of trouble.
Well, at least we're out of the clutches of Mrs. Arnold.
Yeah, and pretty soon we're going to be in the clutches of the police if you go through this harebrained scheme of yours, burglarizing the Whitney mansion.
It's not burglary, Jody. Burglars steal things. All we want to do is look at Sky Whitney's pocket watch.
Look at it. We have to steal it.
All right, well, maybe that's what we have to do. But we have to find out if that watch is the same one Gunther showed you the night the night he was shot.
Oh, please, pardon the intrusion. Might I participate in the conviviality of your hospitality and share the warmth of your hearth?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, by the way, would your intelligence contain any information as to the 8:15 transport to Washington?
I don't think trains stop here anymore, sir.
Oh, my. Then I'm going to be late for my appointment. Oh, would you know if there's a telephone in the vicinity?
Yeah, I think there's a telephone booth up on that road over there.
Oh, good. I must make haste. I must hurry and call the White House before it's too late. By the way, have you got a small coin that you can lend me?
I don't think you can call Washington on a dime.
True. Perhaps you have a coin of a larger denomination. I feel a little indigent at this point in time.
I don't think so.
Oh, wait, I do.
Oh, bless you. I hope you're very, very, very happy, the both of you. Oh, I know. I eloped when I was very young. Oh, very, very young. It was the worst mistake in my life. Oh, young.
See, I told you shouldn't have eloped. It was a mistake.
Yeah, well, I can think of a bigger mistake. Gavin, this isn't funny. Look, if you go through with this with the Whitney mansion, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Come on, you're a dancer, not a cat burglar.
Yeah, well, a week ago, I didn't think I'd be a murderer either.
Don't say that. Look, come on, it's just as much as Gunther's fault as it is yours.
That's why I have to go through with it. Maybe I'm not totally responsible for Gunther's death.
What do you mean?
Listen, if what we think is true, if Sky Whitney was in the dance studio before the police arrived, if he took the watch off Gunther while he was helpless, he's the prime candidate to have knocked Miles over the head.
So what are you getting at?
He would only have done it for one reason, to make sure that the bullet had time to work, that Miles could not save him. Don't you see, Jody? If that is true, then Sky Whitney is my accomplice.
That means you're not totally responsible for Gunther's murder.
That's what I've been trying to say.
And your sentence wouldn't be as serious, would it? Gavin, you're right. We have to get a look at that watch.
See, now you're seeing it my way.
No, I'm not. Look, I don't see you breaking into the Whitney mansion and getting caught or killed.
Put your hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything or answer any questions. But if you do say anything, it can be used against you in court.
Right, you got all by heart, Tyler.
This is not my first arrest, Mr. Wells, and it's not likely to be my last.
Happy man, Mr. Tyler. This has been a long-time dream for you, my wife tells me.
Well, it must be very nice for you to be able to say my wife again, Mr. Wells. You did a great job of keeping the truth from me, Martine. Not only are you an excellent dancer, you're a very good actress.
Why do you do this? Why have you appointed yourself our persecutor?
Look, I don't have a personal vendetta against either you or your husband.
That's not what I heard, Tyler. My wife tells me you've had your eye peeled for me ever since she arrived in this town.
Well, it took me long enough to see the truth, didn't it? Look, please don't do anything foolish.
Please don't hurt him. Listen to me. Listen. Carlo has returned everything he stole from the Whitney house. You don't have to arrest him now.
The man has still committed a crime.
Of course, you policeman, that's all you care about.
Yes, next thing he's going to say is, it's my job, man.
It is my job. It's my responsibility. Look, Mr. Wells, because you've returned the stolen property, they may show you some lenience.
Yes, it's something else called extradition.
Oh, they can't do that. They won't send you away.
It's true, we do have a special extradition agreement with both France and England. If they really want him, we'll have to send him back.
You can't do that. It's not fair. It wasn't a real robbery. What Carlo did was only a prank. A ridiculous, silly prank, that's all.
Yes, it was very stupid.
My God, everybody's entitled to one foolish, romantic gesture,
Martine,
no?
there's nothing I can do about it.
But he's no longer Carlo Wells. He's another man.
It's not a good suggestion, my love. My fingerprints are all over the place.
But he's changed. He didn't just steal and take another name. He made a new one.
Martine, that's enough.
No, it's not enough, and don't try to stop me. I'm telling you, detective, my husband has changed. He has a whole new career in front of him and a new name. Did he tell you that he was going to leave?
Well, that really doesn't surprise me.
Not because of the robbery, because of me. Because he wanted to make me free.
Well, where did you intend to go, Mr. Wells?
Anywhere, detective.
He wanted to start a new life, so that I wouldn't have to suffer his presence again.
My love, my being in prison is going to accomplish the same thing.
But I don't want to see you in prison. I don't want it. I want to be with you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Detective, once you saved my life, do you know what they say in the East? When you save someone's life, you are responsible for it. And you are.
Well, I guess everybody does have a right to make one foolish, romantic gesture. I'd get the hell out of here if I were you, Mr. Crown.
Darling, wait.
been needing a news director at the station for months now. I just didn't want to bring anyone new in, that's all.
But a newscaster as the boss? That is ridiculous. I mean, I know Nicole Kavanaugh is pretty, but that's where it ends.
Nicole Kavanaugh happens to be the most popular newscaster in the history of WMON, and you must surely know that.
Well, there can't be that much to reading the news.
Oh, my dear, there's much more to that job than you realize.
But does that make her executive material?
Just the same. I have every hope it's going to turn out wonderfully.
Well, what I want to know is why you never think of me when you start handing out these jobs.
You? This is the first time I've ever even heard you mention the idea of working.
Well, why not? It would be fun. Especially if the job were glamorous.
Oh, I knew that there must be a condition.
Hello!
Well, good evening. The man of the home is finally here.
Give me a hug, man.
All right, woman.
Schuyler.
Oh, I haven't introduced you yet. Please permit me. This is the newest member of our staff, Spencer Varney.
How do you do, Mr. Varney?
This is my Aunt Geraldine, of whom I've told you so much.
I'm Mrs. Saxon.
How do you do, Mrs. Saxon? Please call me Spencer.
I hope you'll be very happy in this household, Spencer.
I'm sure I'll like it just fine, Mrs. Saxon.
Now, why don't you go on and have Chrissy fix you some dinner?
Thank you, sir. I will.
Okay.
It was very nice to have met you, Mrs. Saxon. If there's anything I can do for you at any time, please let me know.
Thank you, Spencer. Well, he's a far different cup of tea than Gunther, isn't he?
Yes, very different.
So, what did you do with your evening aside from miss me terribly?
I amused myself.
Hmm?
I had a visitor.
Who was that?
Why, that was Detective Damian Tyler.
What's he doing here? He's got no reason coming over here and bothering you, except for the fact that he likes it.
Perhaps he was just doing his job.
Oh, no, this goes far above and beyond his job, Geraldine. He's got a crush on my wife. Didn't you know that?
Skylar.
Oh, it's true. Certainly is. He hopes that sometime he's going to come over here and find a bored housewife ready for a little extracurricular activity.
Yes, well, I think it's time for me to go upstairs and change for dinner. If you'll excuse me.
See you later, Geraldine.
I think I may have shocked Aunt Geraldine.
I love it when you're jealous.
Yeah, well, just don't go out of your way to make me jealous.
You know I never would.
You wouldn't, huh?
No. I love my husband too much to ever look at another man, you know that.
And you know how I feel about you, don't you?
No. Tell me how much you adore me. I love to hear it.
Well, I love you so much I killed a man for you, Raven. Now, what greater expression of love is there than that? I killed for you, and I'd do it again. But now you don't have to worry. We've got other protection.
Which reminds me of something.
What's that?
When Damien met Spencer, before Spencer went to pick you up from the theater, he said something very curious.
What did he say?
He said that he recognized Spencer. From a police lineup, perhaps?
That Tyler never gives up, does he?
It has the power of protein. The power to clean many tough stains. It's the power of Era Plus, the quarter-cup laundry detergent with stain-cleansing proteins. And while nothing gets out every stain, Era Plus has the power to clean many of the toughest. Era Plus, stains come clean with the power of protein.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Baking cookies for Daddy's birthday, Mama.
Well, honey, you better get out the butter-flavored Crisco.
This recipe says margarine, Mama.
Butter-flavored Crisco will make it better, more buttery tasting.
Goldeny Rich Butter Flavor Crisco has no salt or cholesterol. Use it whenever your recipe calls for margarine. See, flavors can fade during baking, but Butter Flavor Crisco is made just for cooking. Margarine isn't. So Butter Flavor Crisco gives foods a rich, buttery taste no margarine can match. More buttery taste in every bite.
Mmm, these are delicious.
I think I'll take another.
Hey, girl, I thought them was for your daddy. Butter-flavored Crisco for more buttery taste every time.
Wow, what a party.
Lasagna, what a mess.
Take me to your kitchen.
You'll help do the dishes?
Not with that lemon liquid. Here's something better for this job. Introducing new improved Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt. Look, Joy cleans better than your lemon liquid on foods like this.
My brand couldn't cut the dirt.
Joy left its dish shining.
Joy made this sparkle.
Uh-huh. Beautiful table you set.
Thanks to Joy.
New lemon fresh Joy. One little squirt puts the toughest squeeze on dirt.
Well, Bobby, you sure you don't want to make any more changes in your statement?
No, I'm sick of reading it.
Hey, well, look, don't knock it. This little piece of paper's keeping you out of the slammer. If it wasn't for this testimony, there'd be no immunity against prosecution for you.
I just hope I'm not saying anything that's going to hurt Gavin.
Gavin hurt himself when he decided not to come back home.
Calvin, listen, I swore to you, I said it in that piece of paper. Gavin wanted to turn himself in. He was hurt. He was scared.
And then you talked him out of it. Now, that really is how it went down, isn't it, Bobby?
I knew if he turned himself in, you guys would just throw him in jail. You just can't wait to wrap up a case. You think I don't know that, whether you're right or wrong?
Gavin happens to be a friend of mine, too, Bobby.
I don't mean you personally, Calvin. But you know there are plenty of cops and prosecutors out there just dying to bury him alive. If he is alive.
He is very much alive. I spoke to him. He called me.
You did?
Yeah, he didn't give me a chance to ask where he was or any other questions. He just asked me something peculiar. Look, Do you happen to know anything about a pocket watch that was supposed to be on Gunther Wagner's body? Yeah, well, forget it. He didn't explain what it was supposed to mean anyway.
Still with Jody?
Yeah, we think he is.
Of course, why wouldn't he be? Well, at least he's with the person he wants to be with.
Yeah, well, they're together. Met Sharky's in jail, and, what about you? You got any plans, Bobby?
I don't make plans. Plans are dumb. They never turn out.
Have you been in touch with Sid?
What's the point? She's probably hired somebody by now.
Well, she did, as a matter of fact, somebody by the name of, Mitzi. But she could use 2 waitresses in that place. Sid's running herself ragged over there.
She won't want me back.
How do you know if you don't ask?
I just know.
Hello, Calvin.
Hi, Damien. You know Bobby Gerard, don't you?
Sure. How's it going, Bobby?
Great. Listen, can I sign this and get out of here?
Yeah, sure. Right there, okay?
That's that.
Yep.
See you around.
Yeah, you take it easy. Hey, give Sid a try, huh? Well, here is my one big accomplishment for the day.
Oh, great.
What have you been doing?
Me? Well, I just did one very important thing.
Yeah, well, what's that?
I just found out that Carlo Crown is precisely who he says he is.
Watch how my brother Joey reacts to new Duncan Hines oatmeal cookies.
Wow, you baked oatmeal cookies. Kind of like the bowl. I didn't bake them, Joey. Duncan Hines did.
Raisins. Where's the bowl?
For years you baked with Duncan Hines. Now Duncan Hines bakes for you. You know there's no bowl, but our oatmeal recipe with fresh cinnamon, plump raisins bakes up that homemade lick-the-bowl taste.
Katie licked the bowl.
New Duncan Hines oatmeal cookies. Duncan Hines bakes with that lick-the-bowl taste.
Make a splash, let them know that you know the way to go. Go by canoe, go by canoe.
Make a splash, let them know that you know the way to go.
Go by canoe, go by canoe. Do 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 do.
I'm Charles Schwab. Over 1 million investors who make their own investment decisions trade with us. Here are a few reasons why.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Nick. Had to phone my broker.
Your broker? It's 9 p.m.
Right. I can place an order anytime. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You see, my broker's Charles Schwab.
Oh, hold it, Dave. Isn't Schwab a discount broker?
Sure. Schwab saves me as much as 70% on commissions.
And you can place an order 24 hours a day?
Yeah, any day of the week. My order will be at the stock exchange when the market opens tomorrow. Well, we're making our presentation.
Well, the service and discounts sound great. Maybe it's time for me to give Schwab a call.
For a free booklet on how you can save up to 76% on brokerage commissions, call 800-826-2700, toll free. That's 800-826-2700. Charles Schwab, a Bank America company. Member SIPC.
I wonder when I'm going to sit at the dinner table and have a decent meal. You're not eating.
Can't eat when I'm thinking.
Well, then stop thinking, especially if you're thinking about what I think you're thinking about.
Well, it's just no use, Jody. There's no other way to find out the truth about that watch.
There has to be. Gavin, maybe Sky is wearing the watch, and maybe we could ask somebody we know if they could ask Sky to look at the watch.
Never happened. If Sky took that watch from Gunther, he's going to be very careful about flashing it around.
Well, it's worth a try, okay? It's better than getting killed. The problem is the only person I trust right now is Martine. Maybe we should call her, right? One more time.
Yep.
How's your leg?
Okay. You lead, I'll follow.
All right? You all right? Martine, it's Jody. Are you alone?
Yes, I'm alone. Where are you?
Look, it isn't important. Martine, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have to ask you another question about that watch.
Judy, I'm sorry that I can't help you very much, but you know Sky has his watch back now.
I know that. I thought maybe, well, do you think it's possible that Sky could be wearing his watch?
I don't know, Judy.
Well, couldn't you ask him? I mean, maybe you could look at the watch and then you could describe it more accurately to us.
Well, Judy, if Sky really did take that watch from Gunther, I might only make him suspicious.
You're right, and then he might hide it or throw it away or
Jody,
something.
can I talk to her for a minute, please? Please, it's just for a minute. I have to ask her something. Martine, it's Gavin.
Gavin, how are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Listen, I just have to ask you a question. How did your husband get into the Whitney mansion last night?
He's clever, that's how.
Well, I know that, but didn't he give you any details?
Well, I know there was a burglar alarm system, but he managed to make it out of service.
Yeah? Well, that's good news, Martine.
Why are you asking me this?
Never mind. Listen, I gotta go. Thanks, Martine.
Gavin?
Be quiet, and you won't get hurt. However, you might get kissed.
Oh, no. You scared me.
I had to scare you, my love. I had to commit one final crime before going.
In my bedroom, there's nothing much there.
Of course not. I've packed it all.
Why?
Gotten you ready to travel? That is, if you're willing to come with me.
So you really thought I was going to give up my triumph at the Whitney? Give up everything I have here to run away with a retired thief? Oh, yes, take me away. I would give my life for you. God, how I love you.
For over 30 years, I was a blade shaver. Then I tried the Remington microscreen and fell in love. That's why I bought the company. The Remington microscreen shaved me as close as a blade and fast. Remington has two thin, flexible screens. The first shaves incredibly close, the second even closer. And the Remington microscreen rechargeable never needs a cord because this convenient charger stand keeps it continually charged. And the Lady Remington rechargeable, the perfect gift, shaves without a cord.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Scrabble people teaches me.
Meet Scrabble people. Each one holds a letter, so when you link them together, they spell words.
Cat.
And the longer kids play, the longer words they make. It's a construction toy.
Ooh.
It's a playset. It's a learning tool.
Now it spells scat.
Scrabble People playsets from Cell Show and Writer.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Scrabble people teaches me.
Sally, did I
Some
tell
of the
you
most
I did not
extraordinary
plan
hand-dipped chocolates in the world come from one of the least likely places of all.
Hi,
We know. We've been there.
I'm from Hickory Farms.
Boy, those sure look good.
Well, would you like to try one?
Hickory Farms has been to a lot of places to collect unique gifts for Christmas.
I can't be in Fort Worth. This has got to be heaven.
Sweet Elegance chocolates and other gifts from Hickory Farms. We've done your Christmas shopping for you.
Taboo by Dana. It all began with an embrace.
Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. My sweet embrace.
Taboo. An embrace that lives forever in a fragrance.
I wish you wouldn't worry about it so much. I can do it. I know I can.
No, Gavin, you're only going to get yourself into trouble.
They won't be expecting a break-in so soon again. Besides, it's the only way we're going to find out the truth.
Look who's back.
Hello, Governor. Well, the newlyweds. And they said it wouldn't last.
Well, did you make your phone call to Washington?
Oh, the line was preoccupied. What's the matter with you two? You don't look too happy for newlyweds.
Well, we're not exactly.
I know what it is. You're afraid of what your mommy will say when you tell her you eloped. Is that it?
Well,
Take my word for it. Your mommy is going to forgive you. When I eloped, her mother forgave me. And she moved in right away 2 weeks later.
Is that when you left?
No, not when I exactly left. I decided to don the musket and shuffle off this mortal coil. Hearken, my little cherub. Your main priority should not regulate the objectives, but should develop guidelines in devotion and loyalty. In other words, stick by your man and don't let him down. Hey, you got another quarter?
I do.
Oh.
Well, I think that I had better go in and see how Chrissy has managed to burn tonight's dinner.
Okay.
Excuse me. Is there anything more I can do before I go upstairs?
No, Spencer, that'll be all, thanks.
Spencer, there is something that you could do for me.
Yes, Mrs. Whitney.
Have you ever met the man that you met tonight, the police officer?
No, I've never seen him before.
Well, that's funny, because apparently he knows you.
Perhaps, but I'm quite sure I don't know the man.
Oh. Well, I'll see you later.
Are you sure that'll be all, sir?
Well, no. No, as a matter of fact, Spencer. There is one more thing you can do for me tonight. Try that on for size.
What is it?
Well, open it up and look. It's all part of the job, Spencer. It's all part of the job.
I'm familiar with the weapon, sir.
I want you to keep that with you at all times. At all times. In case we're bothered by another, intruder.
So, what do you think, Jody?
I guess I'll just have to stick by my guy, huh?
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night, half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up?
This is the USA